So in part to that, as you were talking about,
to make sure it wasn't just your phone, like your computer acting up.
Yeah, and I was doing it on both of my phones too, and it wasn't like it was happening on both phones when I would come across something. So then to kind of just hop over to what you were just talking about, marketplace, like boosting and stuff. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed. Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing and networking and wizardry even. It's all the things that you needed to know and some of the things that you may have not known that you needed to know.
Who knew?
But now you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Tara B, with my other fantabuloso podcast co-host,
Princess P.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged.
Welcome, friends. It's a great day to be on this podcast. Come, take a seat. Just sit on down right here, and there's no room for you. But you can watch.
Sit on the floor.
Sit on the floor in front of us. We'll have an audience. It'll be great. Thank you for joining us today. I'm just excited to just jump in, so I'm just going to cover a couple of little things. If you want to listen to us unhinged, crazy cats all the time,
meow.
You can go subscribe, like, do whatever.
Ding.
You don't really have to, but if you want to be notified every time that we do drop an episode, then go and subscribe. So then you'll be like, hey, Tara and Paula have a new episode out. You should go and listen to it right now. Blah.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Like, subscribe.
So anyways, you can go do that. We have a new episode that comes out every Wednesday at noon. Yes, that is right. Every single Wednesday at noon. So go do the things. We also have a couple sponsorship thingies.
And we have to talk that coming up, we're going to have a merch store.
We have so many things that are on the pipeline right now. We have a merch store that's going to be officially launched here soon. With all of the business things on them, and maybe a couple new designs, because I think we need to add like thoughtsicles.
I know.
I think there's a couple other ones that we need to add. There's a couple other things. So we have our merch store that's coming out. We are going to be at a couple events coming up.
Live.
We are going to be at the Woodbury Expo March 28th.
Yep. And the Forest Lake Expo March 21st.
Oh, yes.
So that one comes first.
Yes. Forest Lake is first, and then that other one. So
you can come and see us in person. Actually, it's really fun because you can come and see our portable
and then just
setup.
like listen to the
people. And that's the only time. It is the only time we ever have other people that we bring on the podcast that we interview is at these events, these specific events.
Yeah. So if you're watching this and the Forest Lake Expo has not happened yet, we do have a couple more spots for Forest Lake, I think. If you're interested in sponsoring, then you can pay and just a little bit of money. But then you come out, you pick a time, and we ask you a bunch of questions about you and your business and all the great things. Woodbury Expo is booked.
Done.
That's all filled up. So, but we have Forest Lake Expo.
But you know what? Even if you're not able to be a part of the expo, there's still another way that you can hook up with us. If you want to sponsor the podcast, there's two ways you can do that. Number one is you can just throw money at us, which we love. And we will do an episode where we talk about you, right? We shine a light as our sponsor. Super great, super good. And it lives forever and ever on the old interweb. Or option number two, is you can invite us out to your place, your workplace, your building, your business, and you can sponsor our podcast. We will come on site. We bring our setup and we do a live podcast from your business, highlighting your business and your industry, and we'll custom design a podcast all around what it is that you do. So either those are an option. Give us a call and we'll talk more about that.
Or you could go to royallyunhinged.com, go blah, blah, all the way down I'm R2D2 right now. Go all the way down to the bottom, fill out the contact form, and let us know that you want to talk about a sponsorship, and we will do that. Speaking of sponsorships, though.
Yes. I don't even know what the topic is today. I'm waiting to be like, what are we talking about? I'm ready.
I have the topic.
I'm ready. Hey, look, we're wearing like the same color.
I know we are.
Well played.
Well. So anyways, speaking of sponsorships, I have a little story. So a few weeks ago, I was just perusing on social media, as I sometimes do.
Stalking.
Don't we all? And as I'm on Facebook, I'm scrolling. I see an ad. And,
oh, surprise on Facebook. Do tell.
Like, it's literally every other post now is an ad. But there was this specific ad that I saw, and it really caught my eye because it was so, the contrast on this video was so stark white that because you know, the background on Facebook, like posts and all that stuff, like it's all white backgrounds and whatever. It's not black unless you have like the night.
Right. I was going to say, except for my children, which like the dark mode.
Yeah, the dark mode setting or whatever it is. But I mean, it was midday and all of a sudden I came across this ad, and the contrast on this video ad was so stark white. And then it was weird because it started strobing at me. Like it was strobing.
That's dangerous. Could cause seizures.
Well, that's what I thought. And I was like, this seems strange. And I like kept watching the video, and then I actually tried recording it on my other phone because I have two phones. I'm just bougie like that. So I was trying to record it on my other phone so I could like, and I even tried screen recording it. Well, then when I went back to look at it, it was gone. Like the strobing effect was gone on the videos that I recorded. So then I started thinking something really weird was going on.
Stranger Things.
Like seriously, Stranger Things season 5.
Yeah.
Is it 5 right now?
It's done.
That. But it caught my eye, obviously, because it was so different contrast and it was super bright compared to just the white background that Facebook has on where the captions are and stuff. But then the strobing thing, and I was like, this is a sponsored ad. So then I went through again and I was seeing other videos and normal videos from people that were being posted. No issue.
Okay.
Then I would come across another ad. Same thing. It was stark white. It might not have been as stroby as the other one, but I'm like...
An ad, like a different ad for a different company or thing?
Yeah. And I'm like, this just seems odd. So then I started thinking, I feel like there's two scenarios that could be happening here.
Tara's not drunk enough water and is dehydrated. and needs a snack.
I need some crackers. So I started thinking, I was like, either one, there's something going on with the frame rate that's on these videos, because there's different frame rates that you can do. Like if you know in the video world, like you can do 24 frames per second. I think the standard on iPhones is like 30. And it's just how fast you see like each frame that's coming in. Okay. So it can look really fluid or it can look a little bit more choppy.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
So it just depends.
When they make it look old-timey.
Like way too old-timey. But that's like a frame rate of like 10, maybe. Like that's really bad. I think you can only go to 24 on iPhones or something like that. Anyways. So I'm like, I wonder if there's just something with how the format of the video was uploaded. But then I started thinking. I'm like,
no.
What if you do boosted posts, or maybe it's through the Facebook ad network, which is different than boosted posts, if you didn't know. What if you put money towards an ad on there? Facebook is purposefully making your ad stand out versus other things because you're putting money behind it.
And doing it that way?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be interesting to talk about. This is going to be interesting also because in this particular point in time in history, right now I'm selling a bed on Marketplace. And normally, if you've listened to any of our podcasts at any time, you know that we're not big fans of Meta. And I'm bringing my voice down because Meta's probably listening.
They always listen.
They're listening to us right now. Anyway, I never want to give money to Meta. Never want to give money. But I'm selling a bed on Marketplace. It's kind of like a bigger item that I'm trying to sell. And I need the bed gone. So I was like, will I pay $2 to boost this? Yeah, let's see what happens if I boost it. And
Did you boost it?
Your girl boosted it. I did.
Oh.
I technically paid $6 because it was $2 a day for 3 days, and that was going to get me a reach of like 1-point-something thousand. I was like, let's just see. I was like, $6 to sell something that's a couple $100. I was like, yeah, it's a good return. But then it makes me think because, oh, this is going to be a good really good topic. And I don't think people think through it. They just go, oh, boost my post, sponsor, boost my, like they do things because they're either told to do it or they think they're supposed to without thinking through where it goes. And the people collecting money, like if you were hiring me right now to do your marketing, and I'd be like, we should be doing boosted posts. You pay me $5,000 a month. I'm going to take care of all of your stuff. We're going to do boosted posts. And you as business person goes, okay, sounds good. Here's all my money. But people don't stop and think about, anyway, I get off my soapbox. Because what happens specifically with Facebook Marketplace, it will boost your post, but it's not necessarily boosting your post to your area. So the number of times I'll get people reach out to me and then they're like, oh, where are you located? And when I tell them, they're like, so you're too far away. You reached out to me. Like, did you not look at the location
Most people
first?
don't. Oh my gosh. Do you know?
Before you contact me?
Do you know how many people that I've seen videos? You've probably seen it. There's that guy. He's like red hair.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to mention.
He sings the songs about the marketplace, like interactions.
Oh no, I was thinking of the guy that I follow on TikTok, and he just acts out the conversations on Facebook. And he'll like put the wigs on and stuff, and he'll show the receipts. He'll show the screenshots at the end, but he acts out Facebook Marketplace.
So this guy that I'm talking about, he does the same exact thing. He shows the receipts and all that.
But does songs?
He does wigs, but he sings it in song.
Oh my gosh.
It's really great.
Like, they are unhinged.
So crazy.
Like, we all know that there's so many scams on there, but sometimes when people reach out and I'm having conversations and it's like, okay, we're going way off the rails. So it turns out there is somebody by my bed. They're coming this weekend to get the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they find you from the ad, though?
Okay. Probably because she was like, oh, you're an hour away, but she's still willing to do it. And in classic Paula form, am I just like a natural networker? Yes. Do I make friends everywhere I go? Also, yes. So by the time the evening was done, this wonderful woman who's by my bed just got a new puppy. It's like a Labradoodle, Newfoundland, whatever.
Yeah.
Showing me pictures of her puppy. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And she's like, yeah, I need a new bed. So that was like, oh, it's perfect for the dog. I have dog treats for you when you come here. And then I noticed the icon for her profile. And it's something very distinctive that's kind of Canadian, which I won't get into here. But I was like, oh, I couldn't help but notice this. And I know what that means. And it stands for this. And I'm like, oh, really? And like, before, we're like basically best friends now by the time we're done. I'm just like, okay, we'll see you Saturday. Have a good night. You too.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
It kind of happens at times. We end up getting to be friends with everybody that comes to buy things from us. But anyway, rewind. Sponsoring. Because I never, ever want to sponsor. But part of it also is when I think about sponsoring, I often think, how are they going to make my thing stand out? So what's going to happen that will make people not just scroll by, rolling past like that wheel on Price is Right.
Right.
Whipping the wheel.
So this is why I was like...
So if they're using strobing techniques,
that's what I was thinking. Like, depending on the amount of money, like if you're paying a higher amount, and it was like from...
Can we look into this? Can we like research it? Okay. I'll do a quick research while we're talking.
I think it was like Thrive Market or like a HelloFresh thing or something, like the actual video that I first saw. And then I started seeing other videos that it just started happening with that were also sponsored though. So then I started going down this whole thing, and then I'm like, so in part to that, as you were talking about, to make sure it
wasn't just your phone, like your computer acting up.
Yeah, and I was doing it on both of my phones too, and it wasn't like, it was happening on both phones when I would come across something. So then to kind of just hop over to what you were just talking about, marketplace, like boosting and stuff, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed. Is it a thing?
Based on user reports, there are instances of Facebook sponsored ads appearing to strobe, flicker, or jump, particularly when users are employing ad blocking software. This behavior is this is Gemini, of course. This behavior is generally described as a visual glitch, a conflict with ad blockers. Yeah.
So it's a thing.
In summary, the strobing of ads is a known frustrating issue often linked to browser-based ad blockers or malicious activity rather than a sanctioned widespread ad format from Meta. Huh.
I'm kind of flabbergasted at that. Because even though they just said it wasn't a Meta thing, which again, it still could be. this is just information that Gemini just spat out.
Right. So some users have reported that sponsored ads appear to jump or flicker in the feed, which may be a result of technical issues or attempts to bypass ad filters.
That's what my thought is, because I do have ad blockers. You know, when you download a new app and you open it and it's like,
the pop-ups.
Do you want us to
like 15% off your first purchase? Like those kind of things?
No. Like it's a setting on your, like on iPhones, that once you download an app and you open it up for the first time, it's like, do you want to block ads on this, or ask the app to not track you with your ad like that stuff. And then, so I wonder if it's like a conflict with that sort of.
Oh my gosh. Users running tools like uBlock, Origin, or browsers like Chrome for Mac have reported that blocked ads strobe or flash back and forth between the ad content and a blank space.
That's really interesting that it's just saying on Chrome, because when I see it, it's on my Facebook app on my phone.
This is like, okay. And as I'm sitting here, there's a part of me that starts to get a little angry, because we as humans just keep adapting rather than saying, I'm not going to go on Facebook anymore. We just kind of go, well, I guess this is how Facebook is now.
Yeah.
Okay, sound like you said meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow. Meow. That's not weird. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, that makes me really glad that I'm not the only one that has happened to, but I'm curious now, and that's from Gemini. That's not a
So it's an overview. So they've gone through like all of this is where Gemini like goes through everything.
But Gemini/Google is not a Meta-owned thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing a deep dive. Keep talking. This is like real-time detective work, ladies and gentlemen, and puppies
Inspector
and
Gadget. Oh, that's really interesting. What I was gonna say though, because if you have sold something on Marketplace, just as Paula was saying before about Marketplace stuff, and she ended up boosting an ad, like now you see if you go on Marketplace and you're putting out a listing, it's always like listings with video.
Oh, do better.
Better.
Yes. Because I almost did one. I was like, do I do a video or not?
But I'm like, why does it do better? Like, how does it, like, do they put it in a different ad network, or they just boost it up higher? Because then I always see the videos that they're putting on there, like the content of that video is like, so like, why are you like the
like,
video
I don't know that I'm going to buy, I'm more likely to go out and buy a new, because we just did. So we bought a new bed off of Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for videos to be like, can you show me a 360 of the bed in real time? Like, I'm looking at photos. I want to see photos. I want to see good, clear, full photos.
Okay, can we talk about Marketplace? This is not about what we were just talking
about.
It is
now,
right, but it
welcome
kind of is.
to Facebook Marketplace. Because it is a way to sell your stuff, and there are people who make a living just on Marketplace.
Craigslist is still a thing, but it's not.
Hold on. Because where else can you sell right now? Because Craigslist is gone.
It's still a thing.
Oh, no. It's Scary Town. It's
Google
the ghetto. No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Craigslist.org.
It is January 2026. No. It has turned into a ghost town wasteland. You do not want to be on. Because I thought about this as I was selling the bed. I was like, my only choice is
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. I was like, where else can you list anything? If you're watching or listening,
you can.
But the newspaper?
No,
should I put it in the
Poshmark?
That's for clothes.
It's still someplace to sell stuff.
Okay. We're gonna see how scary this is.
I mean, it looks the same that it did 18 years ago.
No. It's the last time.
I think they're like
Sheboygan. I love that.
Escort listings now is the majority of what I heard is on there.
Wisconsin. Maybe I should pick Eau Claire. That's the closest thing to me. Eau Claire. Nope. I just picked Green Bay. I didn't want Green Bay. Anyway, let's see. Let me put in here. King bed return. King bed found in housing or for sale? For sale. All right. So
you got stuff.
Interesting. I didn't think this was still around. Excuse me. I didn't get picked up by the microphone. I don't even know what was going on. There's an alien in my belly. Do I stand corrected? I'm kind of like, huh.
I mean, it's not the same quality as Facebook Marketplace, because in Facebook, you actually see the person, the profile, the rating, and all that stuff. These are just like blind ads or blind posts.
But sometimes Facebook Marketplace, you're looking at it
no, I understand.
There are some where you're just like, Shady McShaderton.
Seriously, I understand.
Because this is a very real thing. Because so many people are trying to sell things and sell their goods and services online.
Yes.
And I know quite a few businesses, and I've talked to people who have were like potential clients for me, and they do quite a bit of business on Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And I know people that only have a Facebook account because they want to be able to buy and sell on Marketplace. That's the only reason why.
Yes, yep. Yeah, because when we first put out our We're Over Meta episode or something, like I had a bunch of people talking to us about like why we're off Meta and all that, and then I explained to them like we're still on there for business purposes, but we've basically taken our personal profiles and just made them our business profiles and like all of that jazz. But then it ended up like I had people that were telling me like, oh, I'm going to leave and do what you're doing. Like, I'm not going to be posting like my personal stuff anymore because nobody sees it. And the whole fact of just Meta taking it is just driving me insane. Which I have another thought about Meta that I'll get to in a hot minute. But she did say that she couldn't get rid of it because she buys stuff on Marketplace all the time.
Well, that's just it. I buy and sell all the time. Although it has gotten really, we break everything. Humans break everything. That's really nice bed frame.
Oh, I like that.
That I would have purchased that. I do like the one we got, but I would have mental foot and home plus $200. That would have been a good. I wonder where it is. Anyway, okay. So humans break everything because we either adapt or we don't. we ruin everything. So now with Facebook Marketplace, it was great. It was fun. We were all hanging out there. We were selling. And then what happened was people all they would say was, hi, is this available? Hey, is this available? Hi, is this available? So they create a button. Hi, is this available? So your first thing that you're doing is just like clicking on a thing. So now the first thing people ever say is like, hi, this is available. Yep, it is. And
I will say that, okay, I am on that same, like, it really annoys me when people just say that. Like, just ask me the question. Don't use what has already prompted you or like whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if it's up, it's still available. But I will say that there has been times that people have forgotten to put it as pending, or they have forgotten to press the button that it's sold. So like, I understand the concept of like why they put it there, but people ruin everything. So it's just like,
well, and there's just so many scams. Like, I'm so tired of the scams. This is what I
wanted to talk about. What really, really irritates me. So we get our oldest skis and her ski boots off of Marketplace because she is still growing. So buying like fancy new stuff at Dick's Sporting Goods or Shields or wherever.
Do you ever go to the used sporting goods stores?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have to turn her on to that. All right.
But so we normally just go on Marketplace. Well, my husband normally goes on Marketplace and he'll look for the stuff. And this just goes in general. Like, if you are selling something that has a specific size on Marketplace, shoes, boots, skis, shirts, whatever it is, please put the size of it on.
Yeah, but that's for everything, even furniture. The number of times I have to say, what are the measurements and the dimensions of this?
This is just in general. If there's a size of something and it's not just like a generic, like, 40 ounce tumbler. Okay, I know what size that is. But like, the number of times I have to ask,
and then they're like, I don't have a measuring tape. Well, could you we need to know if we can take it home.
Shoes or boots out there or something. You're saying, new boots, only worn once. That's it. What size is it? Like, how am I supposed to know? And there's only one picture. There's only one picture of the boot.
Oh, I hate that.
There's not multiple, so there's not any of the inside or of the bottom of the shoe where the whatever it is. Just like, if you're putting something out there, please put the size and dimensions of what it is. That was just my little merp. That's really annoying.
No, I'm with you. I'm always just like, can we just, and yet it sells, and yet we still go and we buy the things and we go and look at the things.
I was looking for a hall tree in my entryway. And I found this one that like was very cottagecore sort of feel, and I loved it.
I love the word cottagecore.
That's one of my favorite words. It really is.
Word of the day. Word of the day. Podcast word of the day. Cottagecore. I like that.
I just love it. And I loved it. And the only thing that I really had to do was just paint it. Like it fit my aesthetic that I have up in the living room, and it was really great. So I reached out to the guy and said, hey, I would love to come get this. Like, let me know the soonest that I can come get it. Crickets. And then I get a notification that says, this seller doesn't respond quickly. Oh, maybe. It was in Minneapolis, so I don't know. But it said, like, this seller hasn't responded to other messages. Like, are you sure you want to send this message? And I was like, yes. So then it's still
I've never gotten anything like that.
It was really weird. And then I like kind of prompted him like the following week, like, hey, I would really love to come get this. And then still nothing. And the listing is still up though, but he's got like 5 other listings on there too. And I'm just like, come on. I wanted it. And then I didn't get it. And it made me sad.
I'm sad for you. Sorry, I just realized I didn't delete the last video. So we may or may not have...
That's okay. We're just going to keep rolling.
Doesn't make sense to you, but in our world, it's cottagecore.
Is it though? That's really interesting though, that the strobe thing and the ads and the thing. See,
but then where does it stop? Like, Meta will then hire people that just go through the streets, and if they know that somebody's on Facebook, they walk up behind them and they're like, hey, look at this. I mean... It's like, where does it end at some... Oh my gosh. Okay. There is a movie out right now that I just went and saw on Saturday, and it's called Mercy. You guys.
Was it really good?
We need to do a whole podcast on this, and it is related, because it's kind of like, where are we going, and what are we moving to, and what, like, with AI coming in, and the whole digital age... And it makes me think of like watching Meta and how things keep adapting, and we as humans keep adapting, and what we allow and what we don't allow. Oh, this was like Tara. Like this. If you've seen the movie,
it's
call
the
me.
Chris
Text
Pratt
me like
movie that just came out.
Tara, it's like, okay, I can give the premise without ruining it. But the whole thing is we're in the future, not that far, a little bit in the future. Excuse me, Peach Monster. So we're in the future. And now the courts are all run by AI. And it's called the Mercy Court. Because everybody's phones legally have to be tied into the cloud. So they have access to everything. So between your phones, anything that's out on the web, any videos that you've done, anything you ever send, all the cameras in the world, everything from like your little birdhouse, bird feeder cam to your Ring camera to cameras out like... So what happens is when you get convicted, you go before the Mercy Court, which is an AI judge, and they have pulled all of the information and video and stuff.
So they already know everything. So there's no getting out of it.
And they make so like when you've been convicted of something, you go before the Mercy Court. Your trial is an hour and a half. It was like an hour and 90 minute and you have that long to try and prove your case, but they just sit there and they're like, coming in, you're already 87% guilty. You only need 92% to be convicted. And if they convict you at the end of the hour and a half, they just kill you right then and there. Like they just, and so.
I don't know if I want to watch this movie.
Oh, it was like, it's really made me think, because I'm in the AI space and I speak and teach, and it's made me go like, there's so much I want to talk about. I need people that have gone to see this movie so then we can just sit around and have like kind of like a book club, but a movie club. Like a movie club where we can talk about this, because
are movie clubs a thing?
They need to be. We should start that. Where we all go see a movie and then we go out after and talk about the movie. Or wait until people have seen the movie. Like you have to watch a movie by this day and then we get together and talk about the movie.
I really like that
We need to start this. Instead of a book club,
a movie club.
That just sounds weird.
Film club? Oh, there's
Cinema club,
right?
What?
I think there's Nothing that was just said made any sense. It was just bleeps and bloops that just came out of her mouth.
What? Huh?
I'm thinking of like film festival. Like, isn't that like a thing?
That's a totally different thing. Oh. That is a totally... No, because if you do that with book club, if you read a book and everyone sits around and they're... So anybody that has seen the show Mercy, I need to process this with people because it's like... I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, many thoughtsicles. I'm like, there's things I really like, things that are terrifying. So the whole premise of the film is, what's his face? Chris Pratt, whoever it is.
Yeah.
He's been convicted of a murder and he's brought in and they're like, okay, this is your trial. And he has to try and prove his innocence. And I'm not going to give away the ending because you got to go and see it. And then we'll get together and talk. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Technology, where we're going in life. Oh, like with Meta and stuff. Like where will we just get to the point where, I don't know, we have little chips built into us or something that I could just sit here and I could say, computer, bring up all options for a king size bed, and bloop, like right in front of me, there'll just be like a screen that appears.
Isn't that what Meta glasses do now? Or the Google? Yeah, there was Google glasses too.
Yeah,
that like show you the.
I kind of wanted to get like Meta glasses, but I can't bring myself to because they're Meta.
I know.
But I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be
really cool just to have the glasses on and then just bloop. Record,
okay, but
bloop,
you realize that you're just being recorded all the time. That's the other thing is I'm always looking at people's glasses now, trying to go, are those recording glasses? And like, are you recording me?
Yeah.
So realizing, and that's part of this movie as well, realizing that we're getting to the point, we're just being recorded all the time,
constantly,
and it's out there
with like the Alexas and the Google.
Dots, Google Home.
Yeah, Google Home, whatever it is. It's like all those things. Like they're always listening. Like they have an active listening voice. So it all ties back into like ad networks and stuff. So you start seeing ads, and then some of these ads are just flickering and strobing at you on Facebook. And it's
okay, hold on. I want just real quick. How many we have time? So like with the things listening to you, like the things in your home, the Alexas, the Googles, all the dots, the ding dong ring wrong, like all the things. Because now, like sometimes when I'm at home and I'll see the notification, like the little light on my Echo, right? And I'm like, Echo, play the notification. And it's like, oh, looks like you might be running low on whatever. And I'm just like, well, based on what? Where's that coming from? Or it'll be like, hey.
But it's probably tied to your Alexa or your Amazon account.
It's pushing now, like just to know that the ads.
Yeah.
Are now being, like, I didn't ask for that. Why are you recommending that I buy this now?
Okay. Can we talk about the new Amazon Alexa / Echo update, though? With the voices?
We just did that last night. I went through them all
Absolutely
to pick them.
Hate it. Our entire family hates the new voices.
No.
Hates them.
Really? We were having a hard time. Like the one that my husband liked is different than the one that I like. So we're like, are we going to do voice 3 or voice 4? But they're also kind of creepy a little bit. They're kind of like, they were a little bit like, oh.
It's too real. It's like,
right?
It's too real. It's, it's something, the Valley, Silicon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, am I right?
Well, that's where they are in California. I don't know where you're going with this.
It's the weird thing where it's like AI is trying to be too much human. So it's like when they try and be too much human and too realistic, but it's just like, I think it's Silicon Valley. And it's too, there was like a huge trend on this for a while on TikTok too. But it's a thing. It's just where AI and technology is trying to be too human, too realistic. It's like Bicentennial Man. Like that movie from however long ago with Robin Williams. Really? No?
No. I'm like, he's been deceased for a while.
I think it came out in like 2000. I think it was a...
No, I have to... Bicentennial Man?
Yeah.
I'll have to go look now.
But it was like, when you try and make it too realistic and it's not realistic enough. So it's like in that like creepy, really creepy, like freaked out zone, like Megan.
Oh, yeah.
Megan. Yeah. Like, you can tell that it's trying to make it really realistic, but it's just quite not there. So it's really creepy. And then she ends up doing not great things. So it's like, it's that whole concept of,
I want to bring this back though to selling. I want to bring us back here for a second because, so right now this is working for Amazon where it can and everybody wants to sell on Amazon, but to be able to be a seller on Amazon, which most people will, most people have a store, right? You got to give them a cut. But how can you not? Like for the people that are choosing not to sell on Amazon, and kudos to you. Like kudos to you if you are not selling, because that's really good. But because now you have Amazon in the homes going, oh, I heard you say, I'm like, because they are listening to us. And then you see the ads pop up. You see the different things because it knows what you're looking for or thinking about.
Yep. It's freaky. It's
how's it going to change marketing? You know, like,
well,
okay, because case in point, I watch YouTube every day while I'm getting ready. And so there's ads on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a great place for people to market, depending on what your industry is in your business. Because like for me, I'm not ad free. So the ads always play and I have to watch so much of it before I can hit the skip button.
Yeah.
But I'm still seeing it. And I'm seeing local people advertise. I'm like, well played. So, you know, Amazon, YouTube, like these places it's not a bad idea to be marketing there.
But it is just, it's money. Because like in the YouTube ad network, like that's in the Google ad network to advertise on YouTube. So for a lot of people, a lot of solo entrepreneurs, smaller businesses, they just don't have the budget to do that. Because then it goes back to the whole concept of,
okay, but Tara,
how much are you willing to pay to be seen?
Isn't that kind of sad? Because it seems like back in the day, if you were advertising in the phone book or in the newspaper, there was something for everyone. Like the small business could afford a small ad, but the big businesses would take out like a half-page color ad. But now it just seems like there are some spaces that aren't really available to people.
Not at
which
all.
is,
I would say local newspapers are probably your easiest one to get into for smaller businesses. Literally just had that conversation with one of my clients the other day. They're a small business, small, medium size, but they have a competitor who's a national corporation. So they're like, how do we compete with this national corporation and like the Google ad network? And I'm like, you can put money on it. We can do certain things, but you're never going to quite get there because they have oodles of money to throw at this.
And buy out the competition.
Essentially, where you do not. So this is where we need to get creative and do something else that's unique and different from what they're doing so that you stand out, and people always like going with, not the underdog, but they like going with something that's more personable, unique, and all of that stuff versus like this national brand that's just like...
If you've listened this far, here's a little nugget for you. Yeah, you win the prize. If you've listened this far, here's a little nugget for you. So the way Google Ads and the way things work online. So let's say I'm in a business and it's the same business of Tara, but I got a whole lot more money than her. So what I can do is I can set things up on Google that anytime you type in whatever it is the two of us do, you find me. And I can set it up so that every time you go to Google and type in Tara's company, trying to find her, you find me. Because whoever has more money can set those things up. So you can buy out the keywords of your competition. Not saying it's nice, but if you have the money, you can do that so that all roads point to you and they always land on you, even if they're trying to find your competition.
I had another client that happened to. They actually had their competitor that in their title tag of their SEO on their website, they had their company name with on their website. So like when you typed in this company name, it would show their competitor because their SEO was leading back to. I'm like, ugh.
I've done that before. Like, I've worked
how do we fix this? And I was like, you ask the person to stop. There's
that's a little different. That if they put it in their SEO, what I've done before at certain places I've worked at is we just buy, like for Google ads and stuff, we buy all the words. Like you can put in a whole list of words.
It's in a keyword auction sort of thing. So there's certain costs that you pay for. The ones that are more valuable are the ones that are more popular and all of that stuff. So like it's in an ad network auction.
Popular.
But yeah, I'm just like, there's so much. That's where I'm like, digital marketing is kind of sleazy.
It doesn't seem. Yeah, I totally agree. Like a lot of things maybe are sometimes in marketing, but that one there, it's just like...
It's really... So then it comes back to this whole thing on this Facebook. I don't know if I 100% believe that it's a Chrome issue.
We might have to do a bit of a deep dive.
Because the fact that I was looking at these ads on my Facebook app on both of my phones and not on a browser tells me there's something else going on. So that's really interesting. And I do want to do a deeper dive.
It's that Tara's blood sugar levels were a little bit low and she was seeing spots and things.
I was breathing really heavily that day and I would just faint. Like, it probably was that. I don't know.
Too funny.
No, it was not.
Well, you know, if you uncover something, if you stumble across something in your day-to-day, if you're like, hey, this weird thing or something popped up on Google or why am I not seeing this anymore? Reach out and let us know. We would love to know so that we can do a bit of a deep dive and possibly do an episode about it, because if you're seeing it, someone else is probably seeing it. We want to talk about it because it might be something you know or you don't know or you didn't know you needed to know.
There you go.
And that's why we're here, folks.
That's why we're here. So we're going to wrap this up. If you have thoughts on this whole Meta thing, or maybe if you've seen what I'm talking about.
Maybe you work for Meta and you're now mad.
Don't talk to me then. Go away. But
Go away.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Tara B, with my other podcast co-host.
That's me, Princess P.
Together we are
Royally Unhinged. Did you find Dumbledore?
Wait, where? Oh yeah, that's right.
Where is he? Hello.
Did we get you on that one?
Hello, it's my little friend.
He might have been really, really obvious or really, really not.
You'll have to let us know if you found him, Cindy. Bye, Felicia.